Since 2016, the Gift Planning and Trust Services Department has seen some major changes. Yet through it all, God has blessed and the work has continued to move forward. In 2017, I became the director of the department, and the following year, Prisca Lupambo joined our team as administrative assistant. Lynette Hubin, who came out of retirement to train both of us in, continued to work as administrative assistant and later as field representative until the end of last year when she was finally able to transition fully to retirement. We are grateful for Lynette's hard work and willingness to come back and train us. Without the benefit of her knowledge and wisdom from her years of service, we would have faced a far more difficult and daunting challenge of trying to learn the ropes and manage the trust department. Thank you, Lynette. During the 2016 to 2019 quadrennial period, we initially were focused on getting fully trained and certified for the department by the North American Division. In 2017, we had a 3-year audit, which by God's grace we did well on, receiving a Level A accreditation for the following 3-year term, which is the denomination's highest audit ranking. We emphasized educating our members on the importance of estate planning, and thanks to many of our pastors who partnered with us, many members learned about the benefits that planning can provide, and they decided to take advantage of our services. We also sought to improve our workflow and record keeping in the department. This was aided by our move to our new conference administrative office building in 2019, which has provided much needed space for file storage and meetings with clients. By year's end in 2019, we had 227 total plans on file and just over $5.2 million in trust assets under management. Through God's provision, the Gift Planning and Trust Services Department brought in over $689,000 in non-tithe income, which has covered many crucial needs and expenses of our growing conference that aren't covered by tithe dollars. Moving into the 2020 and 2021 period, God has continued to bless us and even exceed our expectations despite the uncertainty and challenges that arose with the global pandemic. To better serve those who want to support God's work through charitable gift planning, I took a course to become a certified specialist in planned giving, and I received that designation last March. We developed a strategic plan for donor outreach to help potential donors understand how they can use non-cash assets to not only support God's work, but also provide themselves with an annual income stream for life, as well as benefiting from significant tax savings. Along with all of our churches, schools, and other conference ministries, the COVID-19 pandemic has forced us to think outside the box and develop new ways of conducting business remotely. The adoption of teleconferencing through Zoom and other video meeting services online has provided a critical means of maintaining relationships with our current and future clients, while at the same time helping to keep overhead expenses down by reducing transportation costs. Something else that we have also felt was important was to overhaul our department's website, mnsdagift.org, in order to provide improved services to members and clients, including educational videos, a will planning guide, brochures, and more in a more user-friendly format. One of the resources we are happy to be able to now offer are brochures and presentations translated into Spanish, thanks to the help from our Hispanic Ministries Coordinator, Eduardo Jacobo, and also from our Office Administrative Assistant, Rosemarie Campos. Additionally, the Trust Department has also been working on transitioning our old and now unserviceable database to a new cloud-based dynamic platform, which will greatly improve efficiency in our data management. Also in 2020, our department went through another audit, and once again, our Level A 3-year accreditation was renewed. Over the last 2 years, God's blessings have been tremendous. By year's end in 2021, we had slightly fewer plans than the previous term, primarily due to maturities and several relocations of our members. However, a steady stream of new clients have been coming to take advantage of the benefits of gift and estate planning. The dollar amount of total trust assets under management dropped significantly down from $5.2 million to $1.3 million. But that's actually a good thing. The reason for this is because previously, many trusts in which the Minnesota Conference is named as trustee held real estate deeds that were titled into the name of the trust as owner rather than the name of the clients. But since several years ago, the state of Minnesota approved the use of transfer on death deeds, we've gradually been working to transfer these properties back to our clients using this approach. The transfer on death deed allows clients to keep full ownership and control of their property during their lifetime outside of the trust until the surviving spouse dies. It also helps the conference by significantly reducing our management costs and liability. What is most amazing is that despite the challenges of the last 2 years in the COVID environment, through the generosity, faithfulness, and intentional planning of some of God's precious saints, we've received more than $1.3 million in income by the end of December 2021. We praise God from whom all blessings flow, and we look forward to what God is going to do in the future. Finally, we want to say a big thank you to all of our donors. Without your generous and purposeful gifts, bequests, and charitable gift planning, the Minnesota Conference would simply not be able to adequately fund many of our ministries and resources. It is because of your faithfulness and recognition of gift and estate planning as an important part of stewardship that enables God's work in Minnesota to move forward, to reach people for Jesus. We greatly appreciate you, and it is our pleasure to serve you.